visuals, welcome to a very sweaty video game review by the Fat Man Dan. Hello visuals, and it's very rare, quickly, anybody new to the channel, it's very rare we do a lot of game reviews. We only really do them on the games that we adore, the comic booky related, the Pokemon. But Maneater Truth Quest DLC for me is officially done, dusted, all the achievements, everything you can do, 100% shenanigans done. And I fucking love Maneater. I thought it was only fair that we did a DLC review of the Truth Quest DLC for Maneater. And visuals, let's just say this is going to be full of spoilers. There's only one real critique for this DLC, but if you haven't played it already, or if you haven't even played Maneater yet, I highly recommend. I fucking adore this game with all my heart. For whatever reason, these sort of games where it's just mostly, I mean, I like open world, but I like open world on a small basis where I could just go around collecting shit. I fucking love collecting shit. I think it's because it's the collector in me wanting to do all the shenanigans. But I love collecting stuff. And the DLC brought a little bit more collecting, a new little part to the game, a little extended area, which is a whole load of fun. And it still spun off one of my greatest loves and one of my biggest curiosity peaks, but also my biggest fear. I'm terrified of open water and what lurks beneath. But I love exploring and talking about it because I'm like, I play Maneater and I'm like, like B was sat chilling in bed watching it, and I think I come out of one of the tunnels, and I think it was just a hammerhead shark just caught out of nowhere and attacked us. I was like, ugh! And I just remember actually genuinely shit myself, and it's fucking beautiful. And I love the fact that, you know, under the sea, and this game just thought provokes and makes you theorize and fantasize like, what's this? Where's that at? What could be here? That could be, you know, it's all fucking beautiful. We're not here to talk about my love of the sea. We're here to actually give a review of the Truth Quest DLC, and fucking hell visuals, it was a really fun DLC. What a way to make an already fun game just even that little bit more fun. Truth Quest, I'll get to the only bit that I didn't really like, but I don't know if it's anybody's fault or if anything you can change, was the sheer length of time. I feel like I smashed it off in, I want to say it was no more than 2 hours. I reckon 2 hours at the very most, everything was done. Every achievement, every mission, side quest. I think, or maybe I tell a lie, maybe it was like 3 hours because I stopped for fags and all that kind of. It wasn't very long, regardless. Anyway, I absolutely burnt through it, smashed through it, and but the price wise, I think it was 14 quid. So by the time I paid my 14 quid, had a couple of hours play, I thought, all right, fair enough, done, dusted. Because now until they do another DLC or another game comes out, that's me done with Maneater. There's literally nothing else I can do. But that being said, it was still great fun. We got to explore new creatures. We get this whole conspiracy, mental shenanigans going on. We get little spits where we're like, oh, it's a UFO, or, you know, talking about this conspiracy, government's overrunning that shenanigans. One of the collectibles is the sign where it's the moon landing at the bottom of the sea, and that's where they staged the moon landing and shit. I fucking love that whole part of it, but I also absolutely adoved. A combination of adore and loved. Combination of adore. I absolutely love the fact that we get to bump into these awesome creatures, you know, the whales, the great whites, the big leviathan, all with their own enhanced capabilities. So we got the electric ones, we get the bone ones, and you're like, these are already terrifying when I'm enhanced with different shit. Let alone when you've got enhanced shit from, like I said, the bone or the electric or the shadow, whatever it may be. It's fucking terrifying, but it's fucking amazing. And to explore all these new creatures and how, you know, they're all getting manipulated and changed because of what's happened with the big old leviathan, and what's happened with the people, and the change in the DNA structure and that, because they want this whole like chemical warfare-y shenanigans going on. It was so much fucking fun. The final battle against the Leviathan was one of the best things ever, and the fact that he calls for backup. Right, what happened to me is, what fucking happened to me is, the Leviathan called for backup, so you get the shark, what is it, the shark, and I think it's 2 whales, is it not? The sperm whale and humpback, no, the killer whale and the humpback whale, I want to say. So we're near the done at the end of the battle. It's a fun battle. I will say that they force you. The main game, you don't really ever have to use your tail whip unless you want to open up the gates. But in this, you kind of have to. And it's might say a tail whip because it just makes me think of Pokemon straight away. I was like, use a tail whip, your defense should be lowered. Haha, Pokemon joke. No, sorry, he gets his back up and they're all coming, but there's still a regular killer whale chasing me. So you've got all of these fucking enhanced ones with their abilities. I've got a regular one. I thought, what the fuck are you doing here? This is a fucking X-Men versus the Brotherhood battle, and I've got a regular Joe fucking trying to kick off still. And I was like, get the fuck away. But it was just a fucking nightmare. But it was fun. I think I died once, but then the second time I come around it, I did it all right. I thought as well. I thought it would be a bit harder with the amount of people in it, you know, with the different guns and weapons and helicopters and stuff flying in. But again, I dealt with that with relative ease. I went through most of it, unless I was doing the speed runs. I did most of it with the bone armor and the different organs was all to do with health and health regeneration. And I didn't really struggle that much at all. And obviously, when I changed to do the races, I went for the shadow because that's the best, you know, for the speed and stuff. But no, as a DLC, and giving us a couple of extra hours of content in. A couple of extra hours of fun on a game that I already instantly fell in love with. It's made its way into my top 10 favourite games of all time. I've got absolutely no gripes. I really fucking... Well, I've got one gripe because I said the length. But on a whole, I haven't got too many gripes. It was still so much fun exploring these new creatures. Because you could easily have another game going forward. You could add, you know, somewhere else is getting polluted over here. Or, you know, there's a different base somewhere. So the Bayou Bay. Yeah, I hope they bring out a second one, or at least I hope they bring out another DLC. Exploring more creatures, because again, I mean, I like the fact that we're a shark, and I always will be a shark. But it still would be fun, you know, exploring if we were maybe the whale, or a fucking dolphin goes nuts, or even maybe like a crab. A crab would be quite fun. A mad like fucking stingray or some shit, I don't know, or a big fucking prehistoric creature ourselves, and we start off in a lab all manipulated, then we break out and get bigger and fighting all these other mutated shenanigans. That would be pretty dope. But no, I fucking loved it. Truth Quest, great. Only a couple of quid. If you enjoyed this game, you're going to enjoy the DLC, because all the DLC does, like I just said, it extends the fun that you've already had. It doesn't do anything to stop, because like I said, if you enjoyed the main game, this doesn't do anything to stop you from doing anything. It's still the same shit, but a couple of extra hours and a bit new story. I always know I never know at the end of game reviews, because I just did one for Lego DC and I'm just like, was that a good review? I don't know. I played the game, had fun, go buy. Sorry, yeah, visuals. That was my review of Truth Quest. Maneater, Truth Quest. Fun. Still the same old gory, crazy shenanigans, just ripping up seals and turtles. Great exploration of more sea and more creatures lurking and what could be. Great battles, great interactions with the humans, you know, like with the helicopters and stuff. Just, yeah, all around fun. I loved it. That was my review. I can't remember how much you give the main game, if it was 10 out of 10 or what. But if I didn't, I should have given the game 10 out of 10, because this gets a 9.9. Just would like to have played for a couple of hours longer. Visuals, my review for Maneater, Truth Quest, the DLC. Go check it out. Visuals, thanks for watching. If you did enjoy this review, rambly shenanigans, dripping with sweat, because I'm fat and minging, then yeah, Booski, subscribe, because we're going to do Superhero Wednesday, and it's going to be what's in these boxes. Visuals, thanks for watching. Always keep being you, and keep on keeping up.